A girl was just on a vacation at sea with her family, but when she woke up the next morning, she was horrified to discover that the endless ocean had mysteriously vanished overnight. Even their phones had completely lost signal, and the compass had stopped working. At first, they didn't realize how serious the situation was until they managed to contact a deep-sea investigator over the radio. After a brief conversation, the father finally understood the truth. They hadn't left the ocean. Instead, the Earth's magnetic field had suddenly reversed, causing all the seawater to be pulled away somewhere else. The man on the radio told them that, based on tidal calculations, the ocean would return to its original place in 7 days. But that meant one thing: they had to find higher ground immediately to survive. The problem was, the nearest coastline was at least 500 kilometers away. There was no way they could make it there in just 7 days. Then, they learned something crucial. The man's submarine could hold 3 people, and it was only 200 kilometers away. Seeing a glimmer of hope, the parents begged him to take in their 2 children. After he agreed, they quickly began packing supplies and preparing to leave. But just as they were rushing around, a figure suddenly appeared in the distance. The father assumed he was another stranded crew member, so without hesitation, he approached him and even kindly handed him a bottle of water. But the moment the man finished drinking, he suddenly attacked. The wife was completely shattered. Thinking about her 2 children still inside the cabin, she immediately turned and tried to run, but the man wasn't about to let her go. Luckily, she only suffered a cut on her shoulder. Seeing that the attacker was closing in, she ignored the pain and rushed back into the cabin, locking the door behind her. Then, she quickly hid the 2 children inside a storage box and handed them a flare gun.